Hey guys, this is Curtis Alexander. I'm a pharmacist. In today's video, I want to tackle a question from a reader, from a listener who was really asking a question that kind of hit close to home, and that is, hey, I was just diagnosed with high cholesterol. The doctor and I are discussing first steps, and that generally includes lowering the cholesterol through giving somebody a medication, usually one of the statin medications. And the question was, what are your thoughts on this? Does this make sense? The thing and why it hits close to home, I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's thyroiditis a couple of years ago, and I went down the rabbit hole. If you had asked me 2 or 3 years ago, I probably would have said, yeah, that's a next step that makes sense. Now I would absolutely say, no, it doesn't make sense. And I'm not getting on statins. It's not about that. It's about, why is your cholesterol high? Is it diet? Usually it's not. We have studies of people eating high cholesterol foods like eggs that really doesn't affect their blood cholesterol at all. There's a couple other factors at play, and today I want to talk about one of the biggest, one of the most overlooked, and something that this person, you, whoever, you need to talk to your doctor about this first before you go down the medication rabbit hole. And that thing is your thyroid function. So, your thyroid health. If you have a good metabolism, a lot of good things happen in your body, but we don't appreciate how many things the thyroid controls. I just made a video about how thyroid controls melatonin production. We have all these people supplementing with melatonin that probably shouldn't be because of their thyroid production. We have to get that fixed first. We find the same thing with cholesterol. So when you have cholesterol in the body, it is converted to usually one of two things. BAS is bile acid sequestrants, and that's, or bile acid salts, and that's usually eliminated from the body. And then we have our steroid hormones like DHEA, testosterone, all these things down the line. Cholesterol is the building block for all our hormones. So that's great. Cholesterol is converted to those things, except when you have poor thyroid health. When you have a low thyroid, as we can see here, we see an increase in cholesterol because this step depends on your thyroid health. It depends on having a healthy thyroid. If that process does not occur, cholesterol can't be converted and it builds up in your bloodstream. We know this is the case because even like back in the 30s, when somebody showed up as having high cholesterol on a blood test, the first step was to go, let's give them thyroid hormone. They almost always have a low thyroid. And what they found is you can give those people thyroid hormone and the cholesterol goes back down. That's not to say it's always the case, but that's why I said you have to start here if you're worried about that. The next thing you need to do is talk to the doctor and go, okay, we need to measure the thyroid. Most of the times they're only going to look at TSH. That's your thyroid stimulating hormone. That's a hormone where your pituitary sends a signal through TSH to your thyroid to make more thyroid. Okay? If that's all you look at, you're going to run into problems that isn't within the scope of this video. So you have to include other things, one of which is TSH. You want T4 levels, T3, reverse T3 is even a good idea. But also start monitoring your morning heart rate and your morning body temperature. And again, this is an old school thing that they did back in the day, but a lot of times when somebody has a low metabolic state, it's a low thyroid state, and that means the heart rate is lower and the body temperature is lower, and that's why you see people who have the low thyroid, they tend to get cold, some of the other things that come along with that. So jumping back basically to the point of the video, and that is high cholesterol in many, many cases is a direct result of your thyroid health. And so high cholesterol, look at your thyroid. So questions, post them in the comments. I appreciate if this video was helpful. Let me know, and the best way to do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, that's great. Also post, if you have other videos that you want me to cover in the comments, let me know. I read them all. I don't know if I can respond to all of them as I do more videos, but it's helpful for you to let me know what videos you like to see and what questions I can answer for you. So again, I hope the video was helpful. questions, comments, post them below, and I'll do my best to get back to you on them. Until the next video, thank you very much.